So I want to make a quick video. Finished watching one of Ed's latest streams, and Austin Hollerman was going on, and one guy came up. He's like 35, 36 or something like that. Married, has side chicks, and he's talking about game and all this other stuff and long term, and he's trying to like poke holes in what Austin Hollerman has been saying. And it's just kind of like the guy's just like grasping for straws. You can see at one point where he's just talking down about the people in Brazil. But the more important thing, I'm not even sure what marker that's at. I'm skipping through it because I'm not going to watch a whole 7-hour stream. Not for no Austin Hollerman. No offense to him or anything like that. He's just, I don't know, like some kind of BGS. I do that for BGS. Ed. That's pretty much it, man. And then even with Ed, that's going to take like a couple days, or even BGS, that's going to take fucking couple days. I just can't do that shit like I used to. That 3-hour stream I could do because I do it at 2x, so it's like an hour and a half or something like that. But it's crazy how everybody wants to bring up this socially awkward shit. And Ed has talked about this, but like I'm really catching this shit because I'm like thinking to myself, Ed says this shit all the time, but I'm like, okay, how many of these, like, how is it? I've been in this space since 2015, been in the general manosphere, MGTOW sect, and then gone on to, or come into the Ibmore, and black sector, of YouTube or of the manosphere, right? And it's just like, every fucking year it just comes out more and more and more and more. Like, there's just all these socially awkward incel fucking dudes. Like, everybody now is fucking socially awkward. That's the explanation that we always fucking have. As if, like, as if, dude, even if these guys, as if all these fucking like our society is built on nothing but fucking nerds and mentally disabled people, fucking retards or some shit like that. Like just social total fucking retards. And then when you talk to women, they can't even fucking talk because so I fucking hollered at this chick in the McDonald's drive-thru yesterday, and she was over my house like later on that night. So I'm talking with her and shit, and I'm like, bro, why are you so mean? Like, you're here. You obviously like me. We cool. Why you gotta be mean? Well, people come and go and all this other stuff. She can't really say nothing. I'm asking her fucking questions, and we going on and talking and shit. And I'm like, bro, like, you don't gotta be this way. Why you gotta be like a freaking jerk about shit? This shit don't even make no fucking sense. But we won't even call that being socially awkward. Like, when people talk about socially awkward, it invokes this, this vision or this thought of, a person being a nerd, a person, Tabitha, I like you. And it's like, this is like the fucking, this is the vision we have in our head when everybody says this socially awkward shit. But what if it's just a guy just doesn't want to be with a person that's a total fucking asshole? And like, honestly, if this chick keeps acting like this, yo, I'm out. I'm not even gonna fuck her. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just gonna sit with somebody that's just mean. Like, every retort that you have is mean-spirited. Like, oh, I don't need you. I could be with somebody else, or, niggas come and go. And it's just like, bro, who hurt you? Like, like if I said that to a woman, like, who hurt you? That type of shit. And then you don't even fucking call, like, that fucking therapist socially awkward. You would just call her, oh, well, she's going through it. Sis is mad. These niggas ain't shit, and this is the reason why. And oppression and slavery and post-traumatic slave disorder and shit like that. Did I just make that up? Post-traumatic slave disorder. But no, I probably heard that somewhere. Anyways, but it's just like everybody's like, like all these dudes are just socially fucking awkward. People are out here just fucking nerds and shit like that, or not even letting these fucking nerds fuck. And every woman that, and all these women that are having these babies with fucking men that aren't staying with them are fucking Tony Stark, or fucking Black Panther, or out here fucking Thor, Captain America, all up in them guts. But somehow, they're not fucking no fucking dude that doesn't have his shit together, that can't fucking keep a job for a long period of time, that always wants to fucking go off and have low tolerance for people talking, you know, to them any type of way. They get into a fucking job. They always get into it with their boss because their boss is teaching them how to flip the fucking burger properly. Like, everybody's just socially fucking awkward. Like these guys aren't socially fucking awkward. The guys that, quote unquote, can't get fucking pussy, that, you know, don't like these women here, that, as AMS would say, you know, won't fuck these bitches to sleep. You know, why can't you fuck these bitches to sleep over here? You gotta go over there? Like, this shit is fucking crazy and annoying as shit to me, that everybody now is just socially fucking awkward. That we all have these mental disabilities. But when you look through the TikTok of a fucking therapist that is actually therapizing, offering therapeutic services or therapy to black men, as she said, 90% of her clients are black men, and this bitch is going off about how she's not into the dick of the guy, she really liked him, and then now she's fucking mad and making TikToks while dancing and twerking and shit. Like, that shit isn't fucking weird. Like, that shit isn't like a fucking mental disorder just rearing its fucking ugly head. As if this bitch, when you see her and the shit that she fucking does, is it just like, hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. You acting the way you act, being very male, like being very masculine, and just like male-centered mindset, not being logical, but a male-centered mindset, being very aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we'll say masculine, because masculine, like, you know, man, male-centered mindset isn't always aggressive. You know, I don't want to put that out there. That negative stigma, because that's always out there. But I mean, it's there for a reason, you know. Anyways. But you have this fucking, like, you listen to her, she's like, yo, dude, like, yo, yeah, you know, putting her hands together, and, like, not clapping her hands, but, like, putting one fist in the palm of her other hand. And it's just like, dude, if you don't calm down and put your fucking dick up. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. These chicks is out here weird as all fucking hell, especially when you talk to them. They can't fucking put no words together. They can't look you in the eye. They can't even fucking be one with their fucking feelings. I would call that shit being socially fucking awkward. That if you talk to a bitch and you start talking to her and then she can't even say, hey, listen, you know, this is how I feel, so on and so forth. Well, I'm sorry, you sound like you need to heal your damn self. You're socially awkward. This shit is wild. And when you talk to these fucking women, they don't know. All they do is regress to their delusional mind state. They go for fucking distractions. Which, again, distraction is a pillar of delusion. I haven't figured out any other pillars. You know, I probably have to look up. I don't want to make up shit. I want it to kind of flow just the way that, like, scenario did. But you start to see where, like, these women will distract themselves with their own fucking, like, they'll distract themselves with the bullshit or the perception that they have about reality, and then that feeds into their delusion. And then that influences their delusion and further feeds into their delusion. Literally a fucking snake eating its own fucking tail. This shit is wild to me that we're all now socially awkward. I had a clap. Sorry, I was like smacking on my knee. But, like, we're all just socially awkward, man. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know how to talk to women. We don't know how to pick up on them. We're just leaving because we can't handle these women, these Western women, so on and so forth. When in actuality, we have to deal with the fact that they don't want us anymore, one, and we have a society and an environment that supports that, and we as men want to have our legacy to live on and go forth. These women don't want that. They don't care, and the environment supports that happening. Think about being fucking socially awkward. I was watching, I forgot what it was, man. I probably got to find, like, that fucking video and, like, clip it out or some shit. But this lady really said, well, you know, because they're taking away my biological right, a.k.a. my right to kill kids without having any type of, like, these motherfuckers just murdering motherfuckers here, bro. Just, yeah. Just, like, you know, just fucking gutting themselves, literally. Gutting their fucking womb out. And then wondering why years later when they actually find somebody that they can't fucking have any kids. But this one lady, she sterilized herself. She fucking sterilized herself. She fucking spaded herself. This wild shit. That is wild as fuck. She spaded herself, dude. Like, whoa. You mean to tell me you fuck... Because you can't just be disciplined enough to say, hey, listen, put a condom on. Or, I don't want to have this child, so on and so forth. She fucking spaded herself, dude. I think it's spade. Yeah, spade. Neuter's like for male dogs. I don't know. She fucking self-sterilized. Which is what they wanted to pretty much do. Which, in fact, I think in California, there's like a big case where a lot of people, like people of color, as they call us now, black, Hispanic, they were actually fucking sterilizing people as they fucking had kids. Like, oh, okay, boom, she popped one out. All right, cool, population control. Tie that motherfucker up. Remove the fucking womb. Hey, we gotta keep you in for an extra procedure. Oh, you gotta birth the placenta? Yeah, and we gotta take your womb out too. Like, this is the shit that's happening, man. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, when it comes to, like, you know, the abortion shit, like, women that need to do it because they need to survive. You know, they don't want to die because of childbirth and so on and so forth. Totally understand that. But these motherfuckers are perfectly okay. And they sterilize themselves. It's just wild to me, man. This is not considered being socially awkward. This is not fucking weird. This is not seen as like, hey, this is behavior, quote unquote, unbecoming of an actual fucking human being. That all these guys, they just want better, but somehow, like, they want better and better. They see better is not here. Oh, you're a fucking weirdo. This is America. What do you mean better's not here? Look around you, brother. There's possibilities everywhere. Except for outside the country. There ain't nothing there. Don't look, brother. Don't look. Oh, God. This shit is really revealing, bro. Like I said in my last video, this shit is like the space itself is self-cleaning. It's like a fucking womb. Just giving birth to... I said this a couple of videos, man. This red pill shit is baked in at this point. These young dudes, that fucking nuclear physicist, when he was on Chiz's Edge show, channel, getting interviewed, he was saying some shit, and I was like, holy shit. Dude's my nephew's age. Probably, I think he's like a couple years older, like 2 or 3 years older. I think he was like 23, and my nephew's like 21 and shit. Dude's my fucking nephew's age, bro. My nephew and I used to listen. I talk about this all the time because it's one of my fond memories. I love my nephew. Especially if you're listening. But my nephew and I used to listen to fucking BGS while we were like cooking. You know, like I'd buy a whole bunch of fucking food and everything. And what's it called? We start cooking and I show him 1 or 2 things. Very fond memories. No TV, no nothing. Just BGS, one of BGS's stream back in the Hangout days. Just playing. You know? It was cool. It was cool. It was like really, really cool. I miss those days. But you know, you gotta let go after a while. And people grow up, so, and you know, they not grow apart, but they go away. And then, I mean, it's not like like we don't talk or nothing, but it's just, you know, not a kid no more. He doesn't need to be around me. He doesn't need me. He could do shit on his own. And I got to be proud of, you know, being a part of that. You know, his mom played a very big role and did a great job as well. So definitely proud of that, and definitely, you know, definitely love my sister for that, for sure. Never forget it. But it's just fucking wild to me, bro, that now we're just all socially awkward. But what they don't understand is these young cats, you might as well call them socially awkward too. They're not looking at these... This is supposed to be a short video. They're not looking at, you know, these chicks in the same light. Or with the same level of... the same rope, if you will. Same level of tolerance. It's low to no tolerance out this bitch. These dudes ain't fucking sitting here talking with you and doing all this extra shit. There's only a couple people doing it, and they got YouTube channels. Other than that, they out here. Been out here. clapping all manner and color of cheeks. And they don't give a fuck. You know why? Because they were raised with these motherfuckers. Side by side. Doing play dates. Being in the classroom. Some of their parents are already fucking mixed. Because a lot of these kids now, the alphas, you know, they're our kids. Millennials kids. The alphas are. Especially the ones that, you know, that are out now that are like, you know, 5, 6, and 7, stuff like that. These alphas, man, are mixed kids themselves. Exotic mixes. That Zaza mix. Using weed terms there. That exotic. That Zaza shit is hilarious to me. But, yeah, these kids are fucking straight Zaza out here, man. Periwinkle, lavender, orange crisp fucking shit out here, man. This is like some wild names that they're giving fucking weed nowadays. Fucking sun-kissed orange soda and all this cream absinthe. You know, I don't fucking know. I'm just making shit up. But like these kids are mixed that way. You see some of the flags some of these bitches be putting in their Instagram profile. German and half Haitian and, you know, Jamaican and Eritrean and shit like that. It's just like, bro. And then you do that with, and then of course, you know, white and black. That shit, that's old school. White and black, that's normal. You're a normie mulatto. Now these motherfuckers, their mama white or daddy white, mama or daddy another race, black, white, you know, or black, white, you know, whatever, you know, any fucking permutation you can come up with at all the fucking different races out there, the quote unquote major ones. You know, really, it's just like the Hispanic, which are just, I mean, it's just black and white, really. It's just difference between black and white and the fucking gradients in between. But when you start to have people where your mama and your daddy was fucking white, what do you think is going to fucking happen with the kids? They're going to fuck people that look like they mama or they daddy. And they're going to have kids that are even farther removed from that shit. Because now you have these crazy blended families. And I'm not talking about blended family as like, hey, listen, you know, 2 single parents come together. I'm talking about, nah, fucking blender shit. Yo, genetically speaking, bitch, you're a fucking smoothie. Not even a mulatto. So keep talking socially awkward. Keep talking all this fuck shit to explain away the fact that motherfuckers just don't like the stupid ass shit that they gotta deal with here in the fucking America or Western society in general. And if they want to go somewhere to get their fucking dick wet, and you know me, I'm the tricking professional out this bitch. Okay, I really can't claim that. There's some guys out there that do some wild shit, and I'm like, whoa, I will never be that. Anyways, call me intermediate. I'm an intern. But I'm the fucking professional trick out this bitch. The bitch says 300, I say 2. Shit, made a fucking deal. Keep it fucking moving. It's just crazy to me, man. It's just fucking wild to me. It's just wild to me. We have so many options as men, but as soon as we start talking about them, negative this, negative that. When I talk to fucking brothers, man, and I won't say the brother's name, but I will put his business out there in terms of like what he fucking did. Motherfuckers all over Africa, bro. And brother, I apologize, man. I apologize. But motherfuckers all over Africa during fucking COVID getting the unemployment money and just going all out. America what? Check my bank account, make sure my unemployment there, bitch. And taking that shit and doing his fucking thing. Again, brother, I apologize, but I had to use that because it's wild that motherfuckers is out here acting like dudes is socially awkward, like we can't fucking go nowhere. Yo, okay, it's one thing to be fucking socially awkward, right? But what if I'm socially awkward, top, you know, 1% of fucking earners? My money normal. No, sorry, my money is abnormal too. But you know, my money exotic. My money is high class, blah, 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 right? My money doing this. But then when it comes to them saying, hey, listen, man, I don't like the way I'm being treated. Oh, you soft. All right, cool. I'm soft. I'm going to take my pillow ass over here and fuck with these soft fucking women. These women that look at me as not being socially awkward. That look at me as a prize. And not on some tricking shit or anything else like that. I'm investing in these women to make them better so we can actually have a better family. And I'm not a traveling guy because I fucking traveled as a kid and I just don't want to do it anymore. It's fucking I'm over it. Like I don't care. Oh, it's different when you're an adult. That's great. You tell me how it looks. You know, you send me the postcard. I don't give a fuck. But these men want better. And we're going after them, or people are going after them for wanting fucking better and talking shit. This shit is wild to me. There's too much, that word socially awkward, or the phrase, or the term, or the thought process behind it is really, really sad that term and that phrase is overloaded. To the point where we don't even know what it is anymore. Alright. I forgot a couple things that I wanted to say, but I was going off about this shit. But this is what's going on, man, and it's wild, you know. While people are doing all this shit, talking about people being socially awkward, there's men like AM1, no, sorry, not AM1, One Master Teacher, what's it called? You know, all Marty McFly, other brothers in the passport community, so on and so forth, that are, and then of course all the others that you don't see here, you know, that are behind the scenes, that are working with BMO, Black Male Options, BMT, Black Man Travels. I think it's like Drew Show. He's another guy that's been around for a while. I didn't know about. Even Charles Tyler beforehand, and then you know what he left behind. That are, and men like them that you don't see, that are siphoning off these men, that are saying like, yeah, I was having a conversation the other day, man. Bro, if I can come up with a VPN-like service that, you know, caters to people in Ghana or so on and so forth, or other countries, where you have like a VPN-like service that you can keep up and running, and it makes it look like you're in the U.S., bro. And especially with doing some of the things that you can actually do in terms of employment, contract work, so on and so forth. Man, I'm telling you right fucking now, dude. A lot of these motherfuckers, man, you could be making six figures plus out here, doing all types of, making 6 figures plus, you know, multiple times over, and be in a whole nother country where literally your dollar is worth fourfold. That has 4 times the spending power. That in some cases, depending on how you run it and what you do, can be orders of magnitude greater in terms of value in another country. This is some wild shit that people are out here doing this shit and acting and saying all this stuff, and then acting as if, you know, motherfuckers just can't do this shit, you know, outside. Like, we can't do this shit outside this fucking country. Damn, that bitch got a big ol' ass. I have to come here more often during this time. But that's just wild to me, man. That's just wild to me, bro. We're all socially awkward now. All right, with that being said, it's 3:29 in the morning. I do have to do some work and get something done by hopefully this deadline and go from there. All right, as always, love you all. Talk to y'all later. Appreciate you. You know, if they call you socially awkward, just know it's just fucking bullshit. That word means absolutely nothing now. It's just overloaded. It's done. Peace.